aye enra na wa share Wellington boots sa me nsu atai na wontina ne nan ho start pro it's not share slippers and Olympus so ne nemabu yes enra CPP national chairperson ne ba ho nti you know neko bibia nsu na fan microphone ye ba back ne ye beton no bo Samuel Okuje to black or kwan no. And I observed something. Oba constituency 5 a.m. No akoda 12 midnight. No was sorry 5. No was at 12 midnight. For the past 3 weeks, I was not here. And the Juma branch no. We need to encourage him to do more. Why are there? Why are there? Oh boy, Juma. Ivan, woman suasa. In soon ni ho. Se ya me no ka say. And a woman ni aduane. Abandoned me and fed duro alcohol. Into hand sanitizer na we use so nurses na hand sanitizer no we use no I expire. Yes. And the nipa na o use hand sanitizer na I expired so sanso nyem 6 months. No yeah nurse. Into one friend double track. Ya register a man nyem 150 plus. The last 3 weeks they have not had access to any hospital, no antenatal care. And it's a Tobinko and Fen Rubik Amma constituency the mo. And Rambabois. Say no money no. President call hono can say Dr. 7 and Nana Oboa. Baby, I must say a temporary hospital or say clinical say health center no. Doctor Biani ho necessary and sana ho ba kwesha white mi enushe green. Doctor Biani ho. It is a obi yare no more than a kwa. Doc this is more limits. The obey in answer no refer to battle. A free and a journal so no unya bibia ntemu nko baton to do yare be kwa koda de chia answer wetimi nya canon bi atena so. And as omutimi nya obi o work canon ni bia na yakonya because soldier for no almost so bre they are less than 10. Almost started 7. No more from 5 p.m. Almost kobasa. We share so jeni na wa run the top na oju de ho. This is what is happening. You know, your best Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health. I say you organize a health screening. Because I'm penny for Bowa and Quadade Bowa. Ufa Quadabia and why and Mususa. And as a movie be as a war-torn zone be. These guys are not refugees. I mean, they love eating together. But when you have more than 10 or more people sharing a bowl of food, that should send a signal to you that something is really not right. There's no plan, there's no strategy. I mean,
Dedika, my mom about to say, as part of your social corporate responsibility, no, Marco to the aid of these people because other people, and I've seen a lot of people going there to sell more than near board because at a rent embassy. Ordinary and Kamamo Diamoye a complementary effort. A call to complement government grand strategy in a planner or to mitigate the nearby free side with Mwaba. And the idea be any organization, any company, private entities, individuals, by a no a year towards a complement the government area, satisfy the needs of the people. But the most annoying part of this whole thing is what in China And even if you listen to the communication that is coming from government outlet, the VRA, as for, I think it will be very nice they employ intelligent minds to speak for them. Because people who are on radio talking, people who are on TV speaking on behalf of VRA and the ministry, Captain, and some more cancer be what in China, and because I listened to one of the ministers who said they told the people to move free her and on one call and on one ding at this particular point in time. As an intelligent minister, you have a duty, sir, and your natural disaster and the CEO, and you nipa that's an in a tennis be and so. And if we had no other option, say so the question you ask yourself at the preliminary stages, and and coordinating with NADMO and other security agencies to ensure we and yet the intended consequences, unintended consequences, all these things were never considered by either the VRA, the ministry, or whoever government. Nasa de we see we are in third week in Yemeboa. Government has not done anything.
No, I mean nothing, absolutely.
Because
nothing.
You've been to the ground.
Yes.
Government has done absolutely nothing. And those of us watching from a distance, we are not privy to any government strategy, packaging here, because some of these things about relief item to the place, that should be the basic thing, because the basic needs of the people, Captain, and then as a forum, again, such an area, you declare health emergency, because obviously there will be health crisis. So at the end of the day, you should have a medical team, our grounds are always and always, attending to the needs of the people. You made mention of your friends, pregnant women, and as a form and as a form. And obviously, we have a health crisis at hand. Besides, intervention bay and you put in place the air cost amount for health needs, it's been taken care of. Nothing has been done. Any part of basic needs, they are only relying on the benevolence of some individuals and companies like some other individuals are going to the aid of the people. When the government is supposed to design a strategic plan, say the basic needs of the people is being taken care of. When it comes to their health needs, and then the kind of psychological trauma you have subjected these people to, and cry, a painful and as a form, will be a livelihood. Obi a wasi da na no me hu very nice how building and as for ni nyina I say and then there was a young man or say oye portrait farm or best over best 6,000 and so na twa fa so de ni nyina ko. These people, the kind of psychological trauma you subject them to, it will require an intense action from government to ensure say all aspects of these people's life, next you move to that particular area because that is what you do. But central to this governance, human centered, we don't care about. So we are treating it just like any other thing. And I'm not sure, government has given us any indication that there is certain crisis going on anywhere. The lives of the people, then as don't matter. The only time the life of the ordinary people are relevant is the time, elections, where people will do everything to ensure, we go to the needs of the people. But this crucial time, just go to the ground and see. And be seen the crowd and near man I so man for them radios we justify a castle among and on free on a VRA as a foreign captain. Up to now, nobody has been held responsible or accountable for whatever that happened. So I know the day lessons been a year soon film because to me country me say damn no bua faso. I know a whole time the lives of the people, thousands of people in a constituency. How do you do any intellectual discourse and answer intellectual analysis and do any comparative analysis and come to the conclusion, say, the life of the people, the life of far outweigh this particular thing. So this is a health emergency. This is a crisis situation. You expect the government will commit every resource to that particular area. Who say indeed the state is behind them, but they've been left to their fate. They've been left to the benevolence of people like you. Go there, ask for money, go and help them. But the state, I think we could have done more because Nema Sika Yashin Okroma and Nema 20 million and Jessica. And as kind of VR is what designated for them, Now the last time I say yes, you are spending more over 9 million Ghana cedis. Now Moko Hoi say yes, you are spending 9 million. I'll do any before.
Some must spend say.
9 million Ghana cedis. Just check. Sikana Viero, they are still spending. So you go to the grants and ask yourself, so what has been done there?
9 million.
9 million Ghana city has so far been spent on this particular project. And ask yourself, say, a debe na omo aye our grounds ho.
Anyway.
When ensuo kekombe radio stations have to beg among for sabi amodbeka komo. Attitude of government is that of indifference. And then they play out in all aspects. But cultural say, ye pursue perverted priorities. Priorities are sabi a human life on the line. No? We don't really care much about because I do I captain. Among for Japadio, among for near man and as a forma, I flew a monster. Just say, who quantifier, the loss no, is so big, say, who can say quantifier, and then aside that, Nippana kasa psychologically, you need to work on them, their psyche, their mindset, the kind of way among for a go through. Obia, Ottawa, nem kwanda not dear and second, and all of that, sorry, since you are father as a forum, the kind of difficulty you go through then as a forum. All these things must be considered. Not government making sure that intervention be a we will take care of all these things. But not money other way, the Sanemo, where some way. We really need to move in as a state. Say there is an emergency at a particular part. And Captain Yeti Kroma say there has been accident in other places. Metia Smart Vice President managed over millions of dollars. Echo one of our neighboring countries can support you. We live in a country where George Floyd, the United States of America, Yakojina Yeba Kroma, Ebe Yebesa, Yafen say Adwaden as a for our stage. Ewo Kroma say you when the life of the people Ewo Kroma has a CR are on the line, they are in need. I said, you better go to their aid, Government attitude has been that of just a and going forward, yes, because they don't have it. And these are basic needs, water. And Sanyama will cry there, and the supply should be such that people should not even struggle to do this. If government try to prioritize some of these things and ensure. Now the last time Yaba has some all kinds of soldier for call, you said more back because a hotel na in a crisis situation like this, soldier in Kokoda hotels are saying, how do you explain this to any mind? Say crisis, people who are supposed to go there and make sure that we intervene, say hotel bill, why did, and they are calling them back. It took this media way and I want to call back. The whole thing is we have not attached any seriousness this particular thing a deserve, and it's the reason why some of these things are playing out. And me, I admit here, because your politics now about one and as a forum there. That is where you see real commitment from politicians. And Papa but in a situation like this, when people are in misery, people are in difficulty, then as a foreign captain, politics and then as a foreigner, unless I name away, they are in a different line. And we the people, no, be politics now, yeah, they are seven nipa. Yeah, politics and found some nipa. Yeah, politics at their seven nipa, Sabaya and Shishayan and Nema Beguano, a bit me be a quayamo bia. And can never mochan with TVC, and can you expect the government boom there offload some of these items as Sabi, a month for our coming. Set on Babaye, who had the Akoso our Palestine and Gaza, your friends are on humanitarian assistance now. Oh, quite everybody is moving in with those truckload of items and then as for just for the people. So at the end, the see government to quite want to mean as idea we were saying. So private entities, etimiswa truckload of water, rice, and then as for etimiko see distributed to the people. Ask yourself, say, since I never we a buying share pa ben a to her, you see any of the constituencies and then as for them attending to the needs of the people. Absolutely nothing. I have never been to the grounds. You've been there. And okay, Senka government the package be about as a and this not more intervention more come as just a debaka, just a NADMO itself is a disaster. So I don't expect NADMO to be able to manage any disaster because itself is a disaster, and the kind of intervention and as a for more here absolutely no intimate cater for anything. We the people must realize politics to serve our own interest. And to the end, now say our lives are on the line. Nema a play out, a binye. And my culture says elections and politics, everything has consequences. You don't go and vote and say it ends there. So 50 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis now ko to aba ko timo bi anim na what dwen say e ho na ebesia e your future na waton, and some of the consequences and ebinie a time will come you'll be in need like this, nobody will come to your aid. A time will come your life will be on the line, nobody will come to your aid. And it's exactly what is playing out. So going forward, we need to exercise positive and intellectual discretion when it comes to say exercise your vote. Vote is as an event and you just throw it out there. And your future and what it to line and make sure you don't hand power to Obia. Sabi, although 2 million as for and this is exactly what is playing out because so we have communication from ministers and then as for some more can as for they are even turning out to blame the people say they are culpable for what has happened. Government and responsible. Nipa na wahwe nipa ni matena se aye or so aye assessment and as for who say ye bien so na ye bien so na to what extent and ebeko. Now, by a witty assessment, to be so many flooded over bare 6 constituencies. How do you justify this?
11 now.
11 constituencies now. The best thing you do, the first thing is for VRA to render an unqualified apology to the people. And then government will do the same thing.
They don't even care.
That is what you do. But what's your radio? So the last time you brought somebody here and some other people on various platforms, when they are speaking, the anger and infuriating among people because in some more can because at this point in time, you don't go there and blame people and tell them, say, we told them to leave. And as you speak, there are people who are trapped in this particular area. Why then? I've listened to one of the chiefs asking, say, yeah, more accommodation. I was a glimmer, no matter how because dynasty you want us a munku. And then they go
buy so what tone to Jimmy Penna.
Abaton, that's all mind there. Tom, we have a chunk crying out Tom until money young woman. Captain, 80 baby and the pan, but I said,
or a fresh.
Say classroom, na way. And your classroom.
Aye, fresh baby.
Yes. And see,
fresh baby.
How can we subject people to
this kind of treatment? So if somebody is telling me someone mattress,
yes.
Classroom,
I will be brave with you and I pay for any crown more warm. So, Captain, so you're serious. There be a mecasa yabatana, and yes, a casa and nipa a pan answer with you. Yenipana and Casa Yan Shasiam reform and Sasaya drain who say politics and I and Yaman and Nani and I may papa near and I may offer near and I may party and look at the greater your friends say, I didn't know when you know who say near mano. To what extent and a several interest? To what extent and they cater for your future? To what extent and they create incentives and opportunity? One can bet me maximize said bet me attain some economic independence and freedom. But I say neither be wallowing in a pool of misery always and always in one casano. Just a winter mean no hoda and government in Shishayan and as if when you know error dano a deosha or how na maniemua. You need to think twice and know, say, politics is there to serve interests of the people, not to say, oh, babe, serve, wabedi, or be about do so no more, wabe, some say, any panel. Say, yeah, decide that man set, go into politics. Me say, a time will come, a lot of people, because in Ghana for any nyansa, and I say, Niate, any part of the war, I am so much enlightened our politics, Captain. There are a lot of people holding political position in this particular country. They all become irrelevant. Because in an environment where people don't exercise discretion, people vote on the offense, tribal lines and then as a form, and motivate, incentivize even fools to have access to power. Just imagine arming a fool with political power. The kind of discretion by exercising and as a forum. So consistently, because we are not exercising this discretion and as a for when it comes to when a vote to a man, now by a matter of emotions, and as a for consistently, we've been arming fools with political power. So as MC, why you expect them to exhibit in your friends emotional intelligence? Sabi a bit me a kasa many pass akoma upon a yemno at that point, and I can't say Munachao.
Kofi. Minister of Sanitation for our baby cast as far back as June, they told the people to evacuate. The GH boy watch the hall. Akwabia on SCS or a government official. No, let me say, you told them to evacuate your mother or your father. Because hospitals or clinics or and you told them June evacuate to where?
Palestine or Gaza.
Schools or what say we told them as far back as June to evacuate to where?
Oh man, Captain.
And Obian forces are mo minister no. Na brofo na wo kan ye no. Uno wa nyo asa woka Dagmani. Anano wa nyo asa woka Ever. Tini ye ntiase. So I was taken out of contest. And yet contest, but nobody took you out of contest. That is cabinet, more language. You guys are heartless. From your president down to the last government appointee, you guys are heartless. And yet we to them. Go to the other part of this country. You don't respect people. This government, they don't respect Ghana. Na Canada do Ghana flag so just salute. President flag says here the sense no. Na wa ko gina ade so I do Ghana flag na say send wim
etitia so.
Na utetia so. Now what they just salute. Who told you they care? Well, what they make me patcho epinsuo ni aduane. Media general ha ye bie ye pono. The patcho more cars, more trucks, you know. Yes. More rhinos in here, dear Kia trucks in your Pamacho. In Suaha, ye perceive a deco. Na ye poacho, or truck in between a fan su 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 aircraft. Momodiana tubra. Na yempe fuel bingum. Yensisan soon bingum mau. Na wait to me. Edi ako Krumwama, why a patrol. Patrol. That's Kofi.
Anopay Meresre Mr. Donko Bites. More trailers, no. What can say trailers are articulators are Cassia or delude, no. Would deliver in San near the no Mesremo. Name wo Unia FM. One up modding papa enya. Insu bebre aka say insu no bekwa akoka nipa ensa wo volta yesre mo say mo a mo wo hallless no momma yengbi na yemfan hall insu no enko the volta mesre mo. It shouldn't be say what insu ne ba as say insu ne ba bedu ha etumi kone ekudu yen nuanoma wo volta ehu hia yen papa na sena de bia mekano ese se eye nnuanga eye packaged wutewa no na utumi di na enye bibiti se sardines se very nutritious yenya sardines ni nua wonya pe wutumi di a enye perishables because niam egu nua sei no articulators be 2 and 3 and so yentumi holen konkodu voltaire inti se perishables will matter say asay inti yesre se mobema nnuanga package that a shelf life kakra and so no nutritious monfa emoye you inti enuanom moma men kan se minchem unse time bia yenya crisis wo Ghana no emayen to me hu the level of thinking of our so-called American leaders or your position holders. Tembia in your crisis, no. Utumi hu because Sadi number 1, yes, Captain Urebo Okujeto Ablakwa Abaso. But enuanom edubria as I said, the leadership of Ghana na ye proactive. Proactiveness say wobewo a predisposition nature say as I say wo hu bribi ansa na ade na esi eno nature say yenim yansa eyi enyo yawo mesre mo munti asema ameke parliamentarians and I say impanyimfo say why say will use vote yi di kansem na what the enya position and now what the push one agenda no ne ade no se adwene ne wo hɔ a ye predispose ninti no hwɛ bibia ye wo Ghana no ebi asi wo ba bi da we see any development be a potential for disaster ewo wiase for nipa esse we bibia obroni friend say contingencies kyerɛ say eyi si a den na wobeye ankosi say a den nhihye ben na ode ato ho say ebe so bibia no eno na kire say wadwene no sebe ekwa anim inti mede for okujeto ablakwa mebo wabaso say wore ya adepa but sa adwene na mo twen na bribisi ansa na mo akire odo no eye so 1,000 years ago no nipa yesao say baby ayedui what you niama ho 1,000 years to come no wa plane sana bruchiri ni wo yenin inti se bibia eye insu ni okom ni ade si woman mu a se leaders no atwene no eye level 1 meka monti asema me because eye yaw say mo frase na captain ken obeso abofram na no ho ado hwe mama men kan sembi traumatic sa adwene sana be or how ane amememfe ne eyi nipa reba be come after or how unseen to the eye no ye bigger than or how aba seen or how ereba be from sa crisis unseen to the eye no ye more traumatic and disastrous sing or how aba seen wohu inti ni abresre ba kono so ne say ya yere kan sem say yenkobuo listen ni ebe so ni na ebe kan krofo kuma say yen na ye bebom ni aye nipa ba ko na ye be part ubi in the back say people of the Volta, it's okay, we're going to be here with you, we are with you in this thing. So na yen na ye be kona ye be yo nipa ba ko ye yen asem enye nipa of the Volta na enye nipa of bibi ye na ye Ghana fo momre ye mre together. Hey, if the government does not want to help, which it's obvious, enye hwe Volta fo ye nipa moma yen so won moma ye moa won me next trip miracle say me wie ma me yi ti bibia mfa me ho bio miracle Volta kakra yen so ye pese ye kohwe na ye ma won so hu say yen so we feel for them. AFM. Side disaster here AC was totally unnecessary. Yeah, mama men cancer mention. Model be a no consequence wo ho. Inti say we follow model say we see a dama. A consequence no na would build contingency. Inti enwu hia say parliamentarian and na say elected official be aba bekel mu na nsu abe na hey there be won anya won asede eye so simple say na ye kan ye pese ka obi atim won anya won asede na ye pese this Volta flood crisis here be the last of the last
awan
kroma
NDC ni
the last of the last
Kofi
because hey uncle captain many abrepa hey let me tell you hey
but mama mo anajo no me panajo ho fe pa
hey Ghana for munti asema making
anajo ni safe haven ho no we kana ye dey corner light and ama wa bright fine sa no enti ye be kwa kodum no e dum no na oduru ho a ti me say phone light na
nra mi fie kropon reba na meba 5-year-old kasa or New York no say daddy it's so dark, why is it so dark? Is it bedtime for you? I'm saying no, it's not bedtime, this is Ghana, you have no lights. Na me rekraho 5-year-old otumi hu lights ewo Mrs. Kofa, Mrs. Tamame, eyi be ya me Kofa, Mrs. Fi airport. O te kan mo say sokania na me say ma sokania. No say we asi mu ayetum. Aden na ye wo che say bribia your how am Ghana fo den ye hwehwe. Inti se na minua Ivan Reken. He ye pese ye build a Ghana of excellence because ye will biara onyankoponga moyen bribia se ye betumi build a life of excellence. Onipa no okura key ode mawuhu excellence no ewa adwenim sabi obroni a oni hwi woni krom kra etumia build a life of excellence. Now hesa ye ma ye ngade shide da fam aden he I mean why I mean all the torchlight ashe na no na all the paddle canoe to safety aden nko abone ben nko an ye ka mumu pi ya muhu any other ayi to refer no mu feel say yere kan dodo eyi enye normal sa substandardness yi enye normal na mere pese makan muti asini ni say there is absolutely no excuse for Ghana from penyimfo say wo be twen na disaster be bana de bia disaster ba me kaipa time mahama call Volta koma mattresses ni ade let me see sa di we $100 million you could fix that problem
and so
America 100 million America say a problem na banu
okay before
because say her the reservoirs no me captain me say sadi so simple me say me nye sika bia me mpe sika bia I can just tell you me say sadi me isu na eba no wo we reservoir na isu na kogu reservoir num no install pumps edu level bia isu na kodam num no du level so kodam
na sema na okekan
me just say
amembo mu PhD o na we mo ye kindergarten KG1 for asem na ono mu delay. How can you teach a KG1 person problem to write a PhD thesis?
Your PhD, common sense.
And common sense, it is common sense to us. But from whoever is the president down to whoever, this is PhD for KG people.
No, but if you see it this way, problem not seen now, the people are in misery. Just look at the approach.
And I mean, yes, Captain, who computer here we create? Who could say see now ko Google? We know what catch you say processes and near ma SSL we in a crisis are a flood a catch into the yenim ribia crampa young ko Google Watson computer or me wa access to Watson for a Watson computer who so now the problem be a show AI a beka bibia chiro necessary we then the problem no me mentias yo I mean, I don't understand. Captain, Obo Adigu Wadim crisis management. Ebeka Chiro. It's other na Ghana for what they not more funny. Yenim crowd yen fan so be any more not more. Aden na yen follow a model. What build systems say no I build standards. No I build structures no enya model. Model no na wujina so na the year adeno. It's what is the problem? Ghana from penyimfo. Sikano yeni bianca yenko si Bank of Ghana for 250 million. Inti yenu chirese ye wo sikani bi. Yeni bianca yere insure 6 billion cedis. $6 billion. Sorry. In case from technicality inti ni yashre se sikano. Ye wo sikano yenko ye National Cathedral. Na yen tutokru the most expensive hole in the world. Ni yen tokru no nto ni yen mountain cranes was so enye hwe. Ye wo sikano inti aten na yemfa dwene kakra nto ho sabi enya dia eye din enuanom this is here and now the bia make say the problems of Ghana no does not even come close to competence. Yem problems ni na ye common sense problems, the basic of the basic. Then na ye problem inti see ye predisposed that yenim se baby ensuwo bia there could be a possibility say insuno levels no kosra there could be flooding. I think the build contingencies. Eyi anya sama work on parliament. Eyi ade awoye keke. You just go and you do it. What is the mentia say abusiafo year into 2024 I hate said the bia ba there's an element of politics I can was adim. But when vote to ama obi a owo adwene owo tema odo no do wo ye ye because one a ye di o man na ma won no sebe woni ye ho te one yen fa won ho everywhere you go in Ghana no you see glimpses of say an endangered species adwene bi ni ho weekend ni mrisie mi maame me hwe ba bia me maame wo na me hwe me baby ame papa wa 15 degrees about 30 meters from each other. Papa da ha na mama da ha. Inti nobody young penyufono nobody could have thought say send away wa bruchirin would they get one pit for a family. No we see any penny wom to save land. And also ye ade a wodwene ho. Say captain emusie no utu no 12 feet deep. No wa hihye nipa wom. If one family, husband, wife, be a brother, sister, then, na ye de save land. And also at Ghana, ye no home. Now, when you see the power, baby, what they say, as I say, a use idea, as I say, what do you know, and I use your common sense. Just say, ye baby, ye see, I didn't confirm. I couldn't swear ye see, I didn't call. Air rights were home my yen say yen see nkosro ne yen see nkofom and once ye the containers are saying sase na niama koso ekoso ye waste sase yen sade ne yen see niama nkofom ade ne yen see niama nkosro ne yen save asase me ntias yo me eya na e me wa he your friend in Shanghai there are 10,000 buildings over 30 story e wo honum biano self-sufficient bibia wom fu nipa when onipa te hadom no bre medical supplies ebi ni ho makeshift clinics and makeshift hospitals and cases anka na won asi na obia wo de aduan kwa wo kire say fa aduan ko sa makeshift kitchen
konje besia kra ne ma bi
o no koto gari ni
so afani na
gari ni mun mami no koye gari ni mun.
Captain, I think so.
Hey,
you see,
me, mentias you, Captain, mentias you. But what is the problem? Mon can't me, Sremo. The problem ni ding. Are we refusing to think? And I said them because we have the money, we have access. O man paying to me for plane $17,000 an hour to me kwa bruchiri. There's no problem. I mean, somebody tell me what the problem is because me mentias you. What to me for playing $17,000? A sitamak so. Obiantim. You wo plane wo ho. What to me call that hotel? The Peninsula wo New York. Oban penin genim. $20,000 a night. What to me call that ho? Me boa, mon kan kire me. No kware $20,000 a night. What to me call that the Peninsula wo New York. Inti den ne ye problem say ye be fa say sika no ne de pepo won a wo ye the owners of say sika no we say won fam wa me I don't understand what is the problem won ni mu krampo a captain you can buy wo watch ya wo sei won na ye so f inti wato inti adan ne yentumi to the knowledge you don't have to be smart to be a president you just have to have judgment to assemble the smartest people. No one in mouth. It's a problem. Ghana for me. When you travel around the world, whoa. Now we send a niyama a work. The orchestra of precision and the excellence. We are here. What do Hamad Airport now? We send what to me 200,000 omelets. Nina look the same. Nina taste good. 200,000 omelets an hour. One airline and 200,000 omelets an hour. Now we send Washington Yamana machine bana pepper na efiagum na ye. Now we the excellence of delivery. Now we nipa teha 11 constituencies. Na ye to me emma wonko.
Captain.
Who
you see where the beings these people are heartless and very callous. Because if you have respect, even a scintilla of it, for a human that's a near, there are certain things I want because Captain, Bibi best say, I deal with see, I need to go to the aid of the people. But your president, you always say, who has any war for zero, who different, you know. The baron or do any tuno so by a bibia mawa. By do doc no Captain, yet a crumba, I did be a bessie beer, there are no consequences. And yet who chroma say, with this particular thing, must we sit on TV and be talking over this over and over?
The levels of the water.
When
they are back from Kakao,
Captain, I see about to this point, and I keep telling people, say elections have consequences. The power you throw out, has consequences. So before you give it out, be one not doing who be because your Tikroma problem may I discussing and previously never have a kind. And Nema AC will chrome when you repeating playing out the way over the weekend. But it says so for Kogaru. A cobo a month for just a binumium, a month for good hospital. And I say for how many times I am at Tana and my cancer same way. As you are Shama, we sat here, we told you, say there must be consequences for Sandaman course, we will assure that there will be proper investigation and as for brutalities were unleashed on citizens till date. No, nothing has been done. They say brief I don't know, but in the public space there is no briefing now. They say that is the outcome. So there is no respect between the people and power. Power has no respect for the people. And that is the conclusion at the cabinet level. So no action will follow. And there has been instances where such brutality has been unleashed on citizens. I'm talking about central humanity. How we treat them. The kind of way lens of power. These people. There is no respect.
Echo saw for
life jackets.
Life jackets by the soldier phone use to a honor. We shall now the crown where you go, no before so I shall not so they are, but I shall and I say, the soldier phone is pretty with you, say a patch who rat tobo, Obani Guma tobo in Tiaso, then life jackets.
And for them, you can't blame them. Because say,
soldier phone don't blame on you.
Captain, imagine say disaster AC elsewhere. Natural disaster of certain magnitude. So in Mexico, recently, there is this earthquake, Koswa and Sua, Sebiama, Nipa life away. And imagine, say, you been a disaster at a certain magnitude. I bet you some. How do we, as people, what is our level of preparedness? The Asia side way. COVID back room has say, how your friends say your health infrastructure now got your first crumbled under this whole thing. Because now we were not ready, and we were taken by surprise. So the same way, Yeti Kromhai said, disaster be barbesi, and it's possible it can happen. It can happen, and Abetimia go beyond just a region, can go around 3 or 4 regions. A bar. What will be the level of Yankasa preparedness? Are you ready to combat? What are the resources? Personnel ben yet train you mo makaso se not monukoma a party boys and girls, they know nothing about disaster management in ase for no omugum omo de sa na ye no entino se asem si okroma se si a hwan will go to the forefront to help us mitigate those effects. Captain, me say power has no respect for the ordinary man. They have no respect. That is why ni party kroma unya aduma nya na yedisike di nsam hunu ni nsam fon yedisika tibra o kanya nsasem obi antie
o person be call heaven
captain
yeah call heaven
nya nsasem bi anim at this point we asia ba beduru baby aban bia o priority yes e occupy o topmost priority say
Kofi na call heaven
who create opportunities incentives in na say for just to maximize individual offensive potential. Because you see, the whole essence of governance here is to ensure that every man will become economically self-sufficient. Because if you become economically self-sufficient, you become independent-minded. Because I won't know when I will need your obedience. How can you think? How can you think freely? You can't. Always you'll be tied to the apron strings of where your daily bread comes from, and that thing will control you. I don't know when you say I will follow you, and yet, but obey and then the obedient we need to champion the cause where a liberty and Sabaya. You bet me attaining that economic independence, and you're seeking for the average and the ordinary Ghanaian. So you me breaking that shackles na then you know that freedom to exercise Yankasa that kind of discretion. That's because my catcher say if you go to America and they are voting, you will not see your friends Biden say Okura man for them say Mr. Montuma Jiwe. They've been able to break that financial barrier no or yeah do nisika until they are independently minded that they can exercise discretion based on things that they see. But everybody is a slave to power. Everybody is a slave. And for politicians, they are just like a whales in water. So when in whales, I have what I said, whale in water. All you have to do is open your mouth. Current na kasa. That is what they are doing. So these are whales in the water because they are bigger than everybody else. So all that they have to do, they don't struggle, they don't do anything. They just open your mouth, keke. You'll be fine. So we the people, we need to be very strategic. We need to be very intelligent, and we begin to ask yourselves, who and who are we giving power to? These people they really care, because there are a lot of things that has happened in this particular country. When you sit aside and you analyze, you realize that there is no respect for the people, and people are not angry. People are not concerned about those things. Africa, that is the basis for our war, and then as if I said we don't care whether these people respect us or not, and that is the cause of everything. Because yatikroma say yetimi kunipa na abanse or investigating nipa obi amiana no. Yatikroma soldier for the police for go out there unleash terror on innocent Ghanaians. At the end of the day, nobody speaks for the people. Then as for you create a culture of lawlessness, and that impunity will continue to choke the system, and power will feel free. After all, because we are cause of vote, something extraordinary that requires certain urgent attention. And as for up there, they don't see it. He's looking at them. You're saying electoral value, the electoral fortunes are also at that particular place. And we live in a country where we have gullible minds ruling this country. He will just look at and when the president went there, that is exactly what played out. He said, where I'll try to do something. President in the midst of a disaster, you don't try to do something. You commit yourself fully to whatever happens. A responsibility, you have to accept it. Say your fault because we can't be a natural disaster. First, you apologize to the people, you apologize to the chief, and then you move in with every resources be available just to ensure the safety of the people, their health needs, their basic needs, will be taken care of. We are not talking about compensation at this particular point in time. We are not talking about later, but at the preliminary stage, the people where they will eat, where they will defecate in as for a challenge and for and Quran and as for health crisis and as for you plan and make sure that we take care of these things. So we are money we are in the future now, but there is no respect. There is no respect. No respect. So until said this made there be a myself until say you better tackle that particular point. People who have power. A better exercise certain respect for the people, we will continue to suffer. Now we will not be to know more. And then what do you expect from the person? So we need to, but that respect in the dependent on us. We don't have to be gullible. We don't have to be throwing vote based on emotions, based on tribal sentiment, and then as a form. No, we are voting based on positive discretion by young because analyze the terrain. Nipa no the lifestyle and as for now president koto Obama no obe say na niagio ne buofo hu difference na koto Obama we ya na say disaster dura. You expect that person to come to your aid. So we need to exercise positive discretion. Na yema ya dwen na ho na too much of emotions that goes into our politics and as for no yem fam to ncha na ye hu say abato na ye koto it has consequences. So you should know that. Ensi ukoje pan ukoje sika na ukoje we na koto aba your future and the future of your children, and I will commit it to who know nipa na wodi aba man no how secure is your future with that particular person. So if you're able to analyze all these things now from that particular point going, I think say you benya certain bargaining powers bia you betimine those are the corridors of power and betimia bargaining. At that point respect will come. But if we continue to do it this way, people sit on TV and they defend the foolishness of other people whom they do not even know, all in the name of political parties. You sit on TV, he doesn't even know that you exist. They don't even respect you. Then you sit there and you foolishly defend such nasty stuff, all in the name of your party, but make sure say Adena who defend is in line with your conviction. It's right, it's appropriate, it serves the interest of the people. Those are the lines that you need to draw. Makacho said, say until say by your son near man on red lines beside sand, now you draw say these lines, if you cross them there are consequences and you don't need to cross them because cross nobody will save you. Now see a jagum sa captain. We will continue talk.
Yo, me na me de beso so ne say captain Ghana for Misremo. Unia captains and the captain's leadership onga to me aye ejuma fabulous job. Walk to outside now. Captain, you need camera a year of Niamani go outside hold on. Mo show.
And we cried that the Akani saw you did call.
So,
Tino,
now, what she a Juma wonga ye in soon Niama wonga use wonga free. What the enya, yes, say what they call Volta AFA. Uniafo from the top all the way to the bottom. Uniafu na ya damase se mwijina Ghana fo anemu no mayesa yenso kakre bia yenso yebetumi ye ne de aboa ne be ne de aboa ne aka kira bruchirifo sese ni hiamo diaspora for ye were over 5 million people were diaspora edubre say I say ye na ye but together na ye kire say ye doye nuanoma wo Volta ubia captain em say mo number no wo ho woni mu nua mo hotline wo because apparently, sadly enough, no, government into mean set up any disaster protocol BS say you follow. Inti unyafo na wonga take leadership no why you proactive. Inti yesremo say one numbers name say what betugwa muma yemwa na mumfa ni amubetumi abu bia no na one hall near Mano Enko Volta. No Yamfanko boy in Yanma Volta. Ye here be brave because I don't know ongoing in sea. Na in ru made in rune who hear me vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A, B vitamin, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, tanimani mumfani namra, na mumfame boa mofrano. And one away elderly, because one immunity I wind kakra. Na yem fam one and yef fefe. Mama emerge together as Ghanaians, proud Ghanaians, near more union more Volta. Why? Na young political leaders, we will deal with them later. One bribidu. Dime and worry about one, but emerge together and yen solves our problem. Now this will be the last time ye be who's our problem in Ghana. Me catch them. Because Kofi Koranteng Mereba 2024. Yerin Husa a year level 1 thinking, level 1 problems, I'll problem and say AC wa Ghana da. Until God bless our homeland Ghana. When we emerge together, let's show love for our brothers and sisters in the Volta. Thank you so much.
Alright. Patwa dane ye ho na Yesaiba say Nadmo cow, say VRA cow. So this to the assembly, I buy an out to no can you buy if you show video no.
Confirm 9 million. It's a VRS.
VRS. Just one video no prepared to. Most more than whom Yako should be a nipa. Most more the mattress no soon ho. What time Yako no to Kaidane. Okay. Yeah, buy a show. Tinika Sama or Honor say. And near mana. Yihiano, ye jin na ye de ko. Ye jin nema no enne na ye de akọ. Timpacho, manyame nka wakoma na fa bibi bre. Anye sa ebe hadwi pa. Be hadwi pa. Ye da ne ye ho ba.
Abrabo betimi asese emrepia se ne wo bripia na bobo weni ntete anase butwa weni ne nyina ahro ede bojapade ene de wasam weni mfifranya eko ofie na adampan ama nsuo age aboso wakwani apedie ene kwan ya wonsafa sokwa no aye bisi basa enu ti ye maye homene so e nyenka ye humbom emfa serensha afofro afnomu ubetimi aboa wa bra wodi sika entade blankets toiletries enuane wakade eni nro aso wanasne Kamedia General ho anasa foto ayatia and a 3 Foundation Dam Spillage Relief Fund wabra wodi sika fa 3 foundation account iso Senate Bank Ghana Limited ai wo kwadwo Thompson kwan so e wo tudu anase obetumi di sika fa mobile line iso 05974331110 anase merchant ID iso 120494 kai se uyonko dana woda chiroboto enetama
so nice we are efe wa ba ye di twaso ma ho vacancy enken so ya tini di twaso hima edebro
dwumadie ya hyehye se ne bebo e ma akokodufo e ma ho ofefo e ma ni monyamfo a won botai ne se wodidwa e dia trewi ase nyina
na se ye hwedwedifo a omo wodwom a bibia omo sam fefre ne ye hye omo akomemu a ye hu ahoden botaye na ne nyina echi no ye hu adoma chede sonko bi e wo omo a omo pese omo dan ne di na so asembisa ne se wan ene di twaso hima henche no ebehye no
twaso hima dwumadie won so hwebio na di wan dance said the Marco could do for Jeddy for what the one Jeddy Tadia Begu, not the one can say as a good year, a jarry one nipper dear. You may dear so, one Marco could do no one warfare, have a daddy son cry.
Just so hima, and Chebia, a basso on near TV so.
On near TV, yet Juno Hopa.
Yin memory de bia 6 p.m. Ewo Onia TV so.
Onia TV. Ye Juno Hopa.
Yes, Kofi Festival trainers interview. Hey, ahini yakono. Aya anglo ahwani yako. Onia Hogbe Festival. Abaso on the 3rd to the 5th of November 2023. Na tumedie and she shared that one and it said yeah the Hogbe welcome party kesiebi. And she shared so me awesolo. Na efia de viano. Ye the cooking competition and she shared so. Na kai say before there. Ye di ale day. Black factory dachi. Ouch. Black to Diane Noadie. I before Emano Ensano, and boy, papa. Memeda, area, Yaboja Takesia pa. Abraham for I want Anglo and you have better them. Would you crow a woman fear? Toby, Sri the Ten, Atrabedim, Adia Hobo, Effie, a tree, and a bench. Nana Numero, Jabata very view Menako. Yet the music jam Cassia pa. Artist now training a baby, I will Ellie Beach Resort. I will take me a banquet. Na ni kwesi adano eye bobo beach party ewo any beach hotel ewo take me ebenketa experience the Hogbe Festival live ewo Onia TV so any Onia 95.1 the Onia Hogbe Festival sponsors Lawson Direman Beaters Gino ATL any Medima for Herbal Center Onia Sankofa Festival Train the heartbeat of festivals Onia TV Onia FM ya dreamo ho pa.
Why crado? So the Sikapudo Besho Kotokum Abribia with cash out. And you be your candy for, then you Sikabe break, and my washer. Now, what's your media general stations be? That's right. Your Baba Boa Basu, so what do you cry? Am I more fidget in the MG brands? Yeah. TV3, 3FM 92.7, Onia TV, Onia FM 95.1, Nina Ewon Crime, Akuma FM 87.9, Ewo Kumase, and a Connect FM 97.1, Ewo Takradi. So, Becca Kasha Rafla, Media General Station, Ewa Kumasuno, and a dialing *439#. Amnumuwa, Namia Station, Ewa Kumaso. Voila! Wabobeka Nipedua, Wabobenya Sikabe, Nemo Kayo, Sajumedi. Eya bribia de bia. Our Media General Station bias. Cash out and win big. Jumedie Yene Radio Entertainment Limited and our Cabo Maya de Bro National Lottery Authority and on Sashasi. Our characters lottery platforms. Jumedie as you shake a cry at the home.
Abusia for Monya Crado. Eya Order Fever season for your able TV soon. Ebeya in Yanga Yepa.
Order Fever.
Emma was a 49. And the Bama winning channel so ever better chinkomo. Now say na and come no ebepo.
Me Bema oye hard working.
Wow, obetimasi.
Bema ibia oye nam for sem.
Yeah, ejuma na me here no enipa ho ejuma, but ono so mpe nam for sem. Okay.
Oh, we are sure there.
Now so mema no akunya say, obeyi man mu baako. E wo mo ne ya wo be dane.
That's right. That's right. You know they move me. And move you.
Order Fever season 4. After we no, ebeye nika, ebeye nika.
Hey.
Hey, that's right.
Bomadiana now TV ho. Kwese de bia 9 p.m. Ewo Onia TV so. Wa bra ye di Odo Fever season 4. Eba be so. I be like Terminator. I deliver. Odo Fever. Yes, it's a Echiwa. Wanka sawo. Odo Fever. Kwese de bia 9 p.m. Ewo Onia TV so. Nyumeko maso ya sing. Eye Bell Ice. Darling alcoholic drink.
Onia TV, ye dwene ho pa.